WNBA, we'll watch the Indiana Fever in this one as they go up against the Chicago Sky. Alongside Dick Swartz and Ryan Benefitini, I'm Blake Suniga. Thanks for joining us. Well, both of these teams love to get out the floor. But guys, one of the biggest advantages of being a good fast-break team.
Well, it gives you a chance to attack when the defense is not quite set up yet. And oftentimes that can create looks you normally would never get.
It also helps you wear out the opposing team, especially when you have a group of really athletic players. Not everybody wants to run up and down the floor all game. So when the fourth quarter rolls around, you'll be at an advantage.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, that thing did look like a star. Nice job taking it right to the tip of the leg.
To Parker. And here's Golson, defended by a John Watts. 5-2.
Quigley shots in. Just a really crafty player. Quickly finds ways to finish inside. Shit, great touch.
About 1 minute played here so far in the first. See Mitchell into the lane. To the paint. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
She always knows where her teammates are going to be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for them.
Outside quickly. Vandersloot. Snickover. Now here's Quigley. Shoots. 20 feet out.
Over her 10-plus season in the league, Quigley has become a threat to score off the triple. The screener helping her there.
Well, guys, Allie Quigley has to be one of the best long-range shooters in the WNBA. She certainly takes a lot of threes, but that's because she makes a lot of threes. Don't forget, she won the WNBA All-Star three-point contest in 2017 and then won it again in 2018. Back-to-back years.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession. And first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Burke, guarded by Dolson. 4 on the clock. And here's Mitchell for three. It doesn't go for it. And Chicago will come the other way. And talking about Quigley's three-point shooting, Tim, how does that open things up for the rest of the team?
I mean, quite simply, it's huge, Blake. You have to account for Quigley on the perimeter. And really, that puts a lot of her team's spacing. Driving lanes open up, passing lanes open up, and your offense can just operate more freely.
Skipper. Mitchell with it. Up top of Chama. Over Dolson.
Consistently in the top 10 in the league in rejections, Dolson is a quality defensive player. Provides a lot of value on this side of the ball.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Copper with the ball. John Walker. Outside quickly. Does not put in the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Inside. And she fakes in the layup.
Well, here it from very deep. She's a little funny. Mitchell has the skills plus toughness to score inside, too.
Now here's Anderson. He hasn't scored yet. That one's for the team. Anderson defending. Looks one. And the layup is good.
You have to have perfect timing to knock down the teardrop.
Chicago trailing here. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in, get the basket, really gain some momentum.
Now here's Parker. Here's Wilson. Yes, and it's Allie Quigley picking up the assist.
A solid 6'5" player. Golden has the mentality, more importantly, to be a great big in this league, not phased by contact.
There's Park. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. John Moss. And so here's the trip to the line. Official saw the contact. People show shoot.
Born and raised in Canada, it's great to see players like Achanwa continue to make basketball a global game.
So first trip to the line. And the first one drops. We haven't seen a WNBA team average over 90 points per game in a regular season since 2010. Why do you guys think that is?
It just requires such a deep group of young offensive talent. And not every team has the GOAT on their side. As Diana Taurasi was absolutely dominant in that 2010 season for Mercury.
Taurasi was definitely a big factor, but the 2010 Mercury also has 4 additional players, putting in double-digit points per game. That kind of production is tough to match these days, even with the incredible rise of 3-ball.
Now here's Mitchell. Down low. John Wall can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. Kind of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in the finish.
Inside Williams. Pass to the Shields. Back to Williams. Quickly. Good with the triple. Mitchell with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. John one. She's guarded by Stevens. Yeah, count it.
Using footwork and finesse, Achanwa was able to find success around the basket.
Now Quigley. There's the triple. The last second attempt there. And that does it for the first quarter. The Fever on top, leading by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And now, the second quarter just getting set to begin. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
There hasn't been a lot of settling for outside shots really early on.
Yeah, they've done a good job to work it low and not take the easy way out on offense. No shortcuts.
How they look.
Vandersloot the screen. Pass to Williams. Inside Stevens. Allen. The shot by Stevens, no good. The Fever took the lead. It's Tiffany Mitchell on the wing. And too long on the shot.
8th overall pick, Ruthie Hebert played just about 14 minutes per game.
Oh.
But she certainly made all those minutes count. As Hebert led the league in shooting percentage, shooting at over a 68% clip.
And for Hebert, the rookie saved her best for last in the early 20s.
Maybe a bit of a glimpse for the future for Chicago. In her final regular season game, Hebert scored a season best 23 points on 9 of 12 shooting, a performance to build on for 2021 and beyond.
By Mitchell, no good. And that's loose left side. Just over a minute to start here in the second quarter. And the hold against Mitchell. That is her first foul of the game. Defense the feeder. 3-point lead. And Vanderfleet gets it to go.
Dangerous on the drive. Vanderfleet uses her burst to get to the rim and her touch to finish at the rim.
Mitchell outside. Looking on by the sky. Second quarter of basketball, just over 1.5 minutes played so far.
Most would have let that bump disrupt. Not that she is a supreme competitor.
Now here's Mitchell. No scoring yet for her, but that's likely the case. Mitchell, shot's good.
Way to work the ball in close to the hoop.
2 minutes now played in this second quarter. And here's Vandersloot. He has 5. Copper with the ball. And McCowan picks her up defensively. On the wing, Kalia Copper. That's 5 to shoot. McCowan with the rebound. So it's Indiana now. Here's Mitchell. It's the ball. And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Mitchell. Off with the layup.
Yeah, we'll see the thing way off the mark this getting dropped.
And here's the Copper. Not a lot of room. And she was fouled in the act of shooting and opportunity for a 3-point play. In January of 2020, the WNBA and WNBA Players Association came to terms on an upgraded collective bargaining agreement. What effects did this have on the player pay?
Well played. It was unbelievable. The financial investment from the league increasing so much. The salary cap something took about 30% in the first year of the deal.
And player salary increases across the board, from rookies to superstars. And beyond the pay, more player movement and earlier access to free agency.
Now here's Anderson. Got 5. It's good on the putback.
I admire how Stevens relentlessly crashes the boards. It's pretty special for a young player.
Timeout called the Fever. So both teams making some changes here. And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Vandersloot defending. Just 5 on the clock.
Oh, when I think of crafty scores, I think of Tiffany Mitchell. She's so good at keeping defenders guessing.
This is their first opportunity at the line this evening. Both shots good from the strike.
Well, Mitchell made the WNBA's all-rookie team after her first season, but I think she's going to do much bigger things in this league.
Outside quickly. That's the Vandersloot.
Quickly.
All sorts of time.
Squares up and sinks. This has been a thriller. You set it up like the way but that'll be good.
All signs point to this thing going all the way down to the wire. I'd be shocked if it ended any other way, Jim.
I'd simply take that run.
Chicago in the lead. Here's Copper. That's to Parker. And the flute outside. On the wing, Kalia Copper. A three. Lets him go for it. Now Indiana takes it the other way. Guarded by Quigley. Chicago with the rebound.
And guys, Allie Quigley has had just an amazing career in the WNBA. Didn't play much early on. Allie was cut in 2011. She didn't even play in the 2012 season, but she stayed locked in. She kept working, eventually winning the WNBA Sixth Woman of the Year in 2014 and 2015.
Here's Mitchell. Indiana again missing.
She's been struggling big time in this quarter, guys.
She really has tightened up. I'm just not seeing any flow to her game right now.
Pass to Parker. The shot is good. Allie Quigley making the play.
They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting so close, time and time again.
And we're flipping the big. It's getting control.
Yeah, Fabian. Oh yeah, that's the correct.
Smooth jumper by Mitchell from mid-range. She can attack from almost anywhere on the court.
Here's Vandersloot. He's covered closely. No one on her, and she makes him pay.
What a bad time for these defenders to just be standing around watching. I mean, not while the ball's in her hands.
Here's Mitchell. And that's not going to go. And we got a close game going on here. Shy out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll see you right after halftime at the beginning of the third quarter.
All right, guys, we'll be right back after this break of lunchtime. Stay tuned. All right, I'm back. Let's continue this game.
Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. One player has been getting it done. It's Anderson.
You know, it didn't take long to see what type of game she was going to have today. She came out very aggressively and had a terrific first down.
And if you look at her stop start, it looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. There is no reason for her to settle for anything less.
Now here's Quigley. He has 6. Parker. Mitchell grabs the board. Outside of Chama. That's the burst. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is what being a great teammate is all about. A job understands when the defense has been committed.
Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Quickly with it. And here's Parker. Here's a 3. And Campus the 3 pulls it down. Fever trailing. Mitchell outside. She has to a combo. Here's Parker. Now here's Mitchell. For the lead. They recover it.
They recovered
From downtown.
from downtown.
Personally, I am shocked. I think Berlin was great play. She takes advantage of those things every time. She's great all around. The time she gets the assist, Quigley gets the point. Good teamwork.
Needing a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
In the middle.
To the middle.
And she floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, that makes it look like a storm. Nice job taking it right to the 10 delay.
Sky. We've seen some serious talent at the 1 enter the league of late. But when you survey the landscape of the WNBA, who do you think is the top point guard?
It'd be Chelsea Gray, who's established herself as a championship-winning lead guard. And scoring-wise, Gray has led the league in three-point shooting before, so you know she's a knockdown shooter. She's also a tremendous distributor and can really ignite an offense.
You want to talk about getting an offense going? Courtney Vandersloot is the career leader in assists per game. Her switch handles and passing ability make her a dynamic force with the Rockets.
Outside of Chama. That's the Mitchell. For the side. And Candace Dupree picks up the foul. That is her first foul of the game.
Yeah.
Here's Williams. He'll get warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Outside quickly. Olsen. Defended by a Chama. A big slide today. She sees them hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, from this far out, it's easy money for Colson. A fantastic shooter for a 5. She can even extend it out to 3-point range.
Now here's Mitchell. And the layup's good off the glass.
Don't need much range to hit from that distance.
The second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Well, before Kelsey Mitchell was selected second overall in 2018, she carved out one of the best of her careers of all time. She honored the collegiate record for 3 points a game, lifting the record for the first month of her senior year.
Tough.
Tough. but then for the time he recovered, and he is the second foul line. Yeah.
Don't want to get to that habit of letting the offense get right to the rim.
And that's the message they were sending with that foul, saying nothing easy inside with that one.
Yeah, but they got to play a little bit better defense before they get inside.
Go, play. Oh yeah.
And that one misses.
And that one is
It's
misses.
about more than just hitting threes. She flat out just scored the ball at her school.
Yeah, in 4 years, Mitchell amassed more than 3,400 points. Only Kelsey Plum scored more while in college. And WNBA fans have seen Mitchell take that shooting with her into the pros. Kelsey finished second in three-pointers made during her second season in the league.
Now here is Stevens. Outside the shield. Shot clock at 6. Outside Williams. Target from three-point range.
Well, if this ball game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front without question.
Buries it down low. Sky Trail.
Outside quickly.
Back to Williams. Five on. There's a screen by Stevens. From about 16. He can't hit that time. To the inside. Goes back up. And Mitchell with the lay-in. Good.
And you look at the story defensively, they progressed somewhat in the second half. A little too casual for my liking, and they're paid for it.
Now here's Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Chicago again missing. Indiana with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Mitchell with it. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Fever ahead, up by 3. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're set to start up the action in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Fever leading. Al Mitchell. Outside to Creed. Pass to Mitchell. It's over Williams. And it's Golson with the rebound.
Well, despite her ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options.
Outside Williams. Now Cobbard. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Mitchell left side. Drops in the tray.
And when Mitchell's threes are falling, she's nearly unguardable. There's just so much you have to account for.
Vandersloot outside. Golson. Vandersloot. She's covered by Mitchell. Protected by Tierra Macallis. That's to Mitchell. And here's the free. 6 to shoot. Now Bird.
Tries again. And she's
Yay!
bodies on contact there. Big April.
Oh yeah.
If they don't put more effort in the box,
Now that's what it's all about, Brian. They got effort.
Now here's Colson. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Oh, go.
Now here's Mitchell.
Yes, Mitchell.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Dupree. Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. And it's Colson with the rebound.
He's trying to shoot the way out of it. They have the lead. Might help by being a little bit more selective.
Now Parker. Dupree covering. Parker inside. Dupree on her. Basket by Parker.
bringing hustle and heart to the court. Parker has become indispensable for his team.
Mitchell outside. Bird. He's covered by Copper. Pass to Mitchell.
Here you go. Oh,
No good.
that's good.
Well, I know that one. Good guys on the night. That's been the problem. Securing the basketball.
They've been out hustled. There's no other way to put it. At this point, it's hard to see the recovery.
Here's Bird. It's Tiffany Mitchell on the wing. Mitchell outside. Shoots a 3. She's now made half of the 10 shots to the game. And that's a big basket.
He's starting to turn it on now after a slow start.
Scoot outside. And it's going to be 2 free throws through contact on the shot.
Some of the distributors on the score, the Vandersloot can still attack defensively. The first one falls.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Burke.
All right.
Cowan. And you're Chelsea Mitchell for 3. Another shot. No good that time. Good work defensively by Stephanie Wilson. To the left side lane. Here's Vandersloot. Misses off the right iron. And here's Burke. Pass to McCowan. Here's Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Nelson scored there. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. Here's Chicago now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Vandersloot. Great defense that time for Chelsea. Nice defense by Cookie Davis for the Sky Trail. Takes the 13-footer. Yes, it's good.
What ball handling from Vandersloot. Oh, what makes her an all-star? How she manipulates the rock.
And Dr. Beaver making a change here. Here's Mitchell.
There you go. Here's Mitchell.
Yep.
One of the best at using the body to kill defenders. Mitchell has a great ability to smash to the hoop and seal the deal.
Now here's Quigley. He's covered by Mitchell. So it's Indiana now. Out to the left wing. Pass to Burke. Now here's Dupree. 4 on the shot clock. A 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. The 3-pointer is on target.
24 points from the Indiana Fever.
Any chances? This is how you close a game out.
Look at him.
Yep, that's right.
Those two, they just keep going right at each other from deep.
A little one-on-one action we've got on our hands here, Tim.
I'm not complaining.
Mitchell up top. Guarded by Quigley. Mitchell outside.
Come on. And so the Indiana Fever is the winner.
Yeah, the visiting team.
So that didn't seem to bother them one bit. Road team, home team. All I know is at the end of the day,
Yeah.
they're better team.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.